Hello and welcome to Elden Ring again. Today we're going to be taking on the isolated shack bell-bearing hunter. So this is where he'll spawn, but he'll only spawn at night and you can't get him to spawn from this site of grace. I'll show you the route to take in a second, but this is basically where you're going to want to end up. If you're trying to get here and you see that the merchant's campfire smoke is there, you know he's not going to spawn, it's not going to work. So you're going to have to try that again. So, if you warp to the Dragon's Barrow site of grace and make it nightfall, you should be good to go. Recommend you take this guy on when you're probably not completely new to the game. They are quite tough, the bell-bearing hunters are. Particularly if you stay up close to them. If you're good at parrying and you can time your parries, then these are an enemy that can work quite well against. But I tend to struggle to get the timing down on those parries. So this is the route you're going to have to take anyway. So don't follow the road. Turn off beforehand. Avoid the dogs. Get yourself up through these weird warped thingamajiggeroos. Head towards the golden tree there with the shack on your right. When you get to about parallel with the shack down here, take a look up and see if you can see the campfire. I can't, so that means the bell-bearing hunter is going to spawn. So just behind this rock here, Dan, it's a good place to put any buffs on that you want to use. I'm going to use as many as I can for this because he is quite tough, and the way to tackle him is to get in, do some damage, then get out and probably heal yourself up. If you can parry, you might find that that's another alternative way of dealing with him, but otherwise you're going to have to be patient, get in, do some damage, then escape and heal. You've got to look out for those ranged sweeping swing attacks. There's also got a thrusting spiral attack, which if you're close will get you. And some of these attacks are quite the toughest one of these is Elmer of the Bright, who you fight in the Shaded Castle in Altus Plateau, and you have to do this fight in a really confined space, but you do get to use your spirit ashes there. You've got to look out for this combo. When he starts swinging that sword around with telekinesis, he can do 2 or 3 quick successive hits, and 2 or 3 of those can take you down if you've not got decent protection on and you're not quite strong. But that's it. So the main tactic is to stay out of the way, get in, do some damage, then get to safety and heal up, and then rinse and repeat, making sure you stay out of range of those long range attacks. When you get the bell bearing that you get from these guys, and there's several bell bearing hunters at different points of the game, if you take them to the Twin Maiden Husks Roundtable Hold, it will add items to their inventory. It doesn't show up as another bell bearing shop, but it adds them to the main directory. So if you look there, we can offer the Meat Peddler, which is another bell-bearing hunter, and the Gravity Stone, which is one we've just done. But if you look, there's Pidia's bell-bearing shop. There's nothing new there. If we go back and look at bell-bearing shop 1, there's nothing to do with bell-bearing hunters there. That's all things we know about. But now if you go back again and you go to the purchase option, you'll see we've now got the option to buy the Gravity Stone fan and the other thing to the right of it on the next line. That's it. We've gone past it there. So all the bell-bearing hunters, when you offer the bell-bearing, this is where their items will appear. Again, a pretty tough fight, so I probably would recommend coming back to it once you've leveled up a bit rather than when you first enter Caelid. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe.